Hello there and welcome back to another video, guys, and also a new series. Now in this kind of series I will use every kit that exists from brokenlens Skywars and talk about its strength, weaknesses, tactics you can do with it, ranking up from what I think is the worst kit to the best kit for brokenlens Skywars. Now some of you may have already guessed it, and I may have even spoiled it in the title already, I don't know. But for the worst kit I choose the Frozen kit. Now the Frozen kit gives you a golden helmet, a chain chest plate, leather pants, leather boots, a wooden sword and a special ability that we will talk about later on. Yeah, it doesn't really sound that bad, right? Well, trust me, it is. The problem with the wooden sword is that you always get a wooden sword at the start of a Skywars game, no matter what kit you choose. So, yeah. The wooden sword. Oh, you don't rush me. Stop disturbing me. See, that happens to people when they try to disturb me. What you say? Okay, where was I? Yeah. And the wooden sword is just useless because you always get a wooden sword at the start of the game. Yes. Now, the armor isn't exactly that bad, but the point is you can easily get this armor with a few chests, and there are many kits that give way better armor. Oh yeah, and for some reason, I didn't even get any armor at all, or the wooden... Okay, no, okay, that's the normal, the wooden sword. I didn't even get the wooden sword. Yeah, that's a slight bug, I guess. Because sometimes you either get really damaged armor, or the armor you doesn't get the armor at all. Which makes this kit even worse than it already is. But of course, there is the... Okay, you've already saw it. There is... Whoop. Yes. I guess I will just skip this part. Okay. Yep, again, that happens when people try to disturb me. Anyways, yeah, the special ability. The special ability is that if you come near to water, it will freeze so that you can walk on it. It will freeze... Thank you. It will freeze so that you can... No? Not today? Yeah. But normally there isn't really water on any maps on Skywars at all. And as you saw, the whole thing itself doesn't really seem to work. So this ability is basically also just useless. We can just put this garbage away. I don't want to look at it anymore. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do understand that this kit is probably not made for Skywars, and more like some other games, like survival games. But even there, it's not really a strong kit at all. I mean, there are like 1 or 2 maps with big oceans where you can walk on the water, but those are very rare, and you get like one or 2 times in an hour. So all that compared together for the cost of 9,000 coins, I don't really think it's worth it at all. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I mean, for 9,000 coins you would have to play like 75. Okay, you would have to win like 75 Skywars games and even get many kills on them. So it would take you a long time for a trash kit. Okay, looks like there's some camper that tries to hide. Well, now instead of complaining even more, let's talk about how I would change this kit to become, well, let's say at least a slightly good kit. Now at first, I would at least give it a stone sword. Because as I said, a wooden sword is just useless because you always get a wooden sword. at the end of at the start of every Skywars game. So yeah, and also it already gets a piece of melon, but I think they should add some more food and maybe remove the piece of melon because I don't think it relates to the feed on any point. Yeah, I would probably add something like, I don't know, cooked fish or something like that. Fish, normal fish. I don't know. It just sounds more familiar with the theme itself, with the frozen theme itself. Yeah. Now to the special ability, I didn't really have any creative idea at all, so let me know down in the comments if you have any idea on this one. Yeah. Now, there aren't really any special tactics for it, I gotta admit that. So I basically said everything about this kid, and just in time it looks like we have won the game. Okay, why not? Yeah. So, I would say this was the first kind of episode of the series. I will try to improve it over time. Yeah, so stay tuned and see you guys soon.